I am Dr. Jessie John, Assistant Professor, Department of Anatomy, UT Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today we will discuss the lymphatic drainage of the upper limb. नमस्ते, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. Lymphatic drainage. The lymphatic drainage of the upper limb follows the unnamed lymph vessels, which starts in the hand and run upwards in the direction of the axilla. When they reach cubital fossa, the lymph goes through cubital nodes. Then lymph vessels run superiorly to drain into the axillary lymph nodes. So the lymph drainage started from the lymph vessels that is not named, and then it will run upward the direction of the axilla, and when they will reach cubital fossa, they will go through cubital nodes, and again they drain into the axillary lymph nodes by running superiorly. We can see here in these pictures there are lymph vessels. They are unnamed here. They goes to superiorly, then they reach here in cubital fossa, and here in cubital nodes they will drain. Again they will go superiorly, and they will drain into the axillary lymph nodes. Lymph vessels draining the lymph from the upper limb in the body, and they are divided into two groups. These are the superficial and deep lymph vessels. Superficial lymph vessels are in subcutaneous tissue, accompany superficial veins. They course upwards in the direction of the axilla. Most of them end in the axillary lymph nodes. Those from lateral side of the limb and lateral two digits follows the cephalic vein and drain into the infraclavicular lymph nodes. Those from medial side of the limb and medial three digits follows the basilic vein and drain into the lateral group of the axillary nodes. A number of the medial lymph vessels terminates in the supratrochlear or epitrochlear nodes that are situated just above the medial epicondyle along the basilic vein. A couple of lymph vessels drain the thumb and in the deltopectoral lymph nodes. The efferent from these nodes fires the clavipectoral fascia to drain in the apical group of the axillary nodes. What should to be noted with importance? Just above all the superficial lymph vessels of the upper limb drain into lateral group of the axillary nodes. Lymph from palm is drained into the lymph plexus on the dorsum of the hand. Now we will see the deep lymph vessels. They are much less numerous in relation to the superficial lymph vessels. They drain structures being located deep to the deep fascia as muscles. The deep lymph vessels course along the arteries and drain into the lateral group of the axillary lymph nodes. So superficial lymph vessels course along with the veins, and the deep lymph vessels course along the arteries. Now we will see the lymph nodes. Lymph nodes draining into the upper limb are split into two groups that are superficial and the deep lymph nodes. Superficial lymph nodes are located in the superficial fascia along with the superficial vein. All these are as follows as infraclavicular nodes. One or two in number are located on the clavipectoral fascia along the cephalic vein. They drain lymph from thumb and upper part of the breast. Deltopectoral nodes are located in the deltopectoral groove along the cephalic vein just before it passes the deep fascia. Deltopectoral nodes drain the lymph from the breast and adjoining small structures. It's thought to be displaced infraclavicular node. Superficial cubital nodes are located 5 cm above the medial epicondyle along the basilic vein. They drain the lymph from the ulnar side of the hand and forearm. Now we will see the deep lymph nodes. Axillary lymph nodes are exciting in the axilla are split into five sets. These are main lymph nodes of the upper limb. A few other lymph nodes are located on the following sites as they are uh, located on the medial side of the brachial artery and in the cubital fossa in the bifurcation of the brachial artery and occasionally along the arteries of the forearm. Majority of the upper lymph nodes are located in the axilla and they can be divided anatomically into five groups: pectoral, subscapular, humeral, central, and apical axillary lymph nodes. You can see in this picture all these axillary lymph nodes are located a particular manner and these are divided on the basis of that particular location. Axillary lymph nodes, pectoral axillary lymph nodes are 3 to 5 in number. Located in the medial wall of the axilla, they receive lymph primarily from the anterior thoracic wall, including most of the breast. Subscapular lymph node, 6 to 7 nodes, located along the posterior axillary fold and subscapular blood vessels. They receive lymph from the posterior thoracic wall and scapular region. Humeral that are 4 to 6 in number are located in the lateral wall of the axilla and posterior to the axillary vein. They receive the majority of lymph drained from the upper limb. Central axillary lymph nodes, they are 3 to 4 in large, uh, 3 to 4 in numbers. They are large nodes and located near the base of the axilla. They receive lymph via afferent vessels from the pectoral, subscapular, and humeral axillary lymph nodes group. Typical, they are located in the apex of the axilla, close to the axillary vein and first part of the axillary artery. They receive lymph from afferent vessels of the central axillary lymph nodes. Therefore, all axillary lymph node groups, the apical axillary lymph nodes, also receive the lymph from those lymphatic vessels accompanying the cephalic vein. Efferent vessels from the apical axillary nodes travel through the cervicoaxillary canal before converging to form subclavian lymphatic trunk. Right subclavian trunk continues to form the right lymphatic duct and enters the right venous angle directly. The left subclavian trunk drains directly into the thoracic duct. We can see again all the lymph nodes that present in axilla very clearly in this picture. Now we'll see what is the clinical relevance of these lymph nodes. Enlargement of the axillary lymph node can have a number of either infection or the malignancy cause. Infection of the upper limb resulting in lymphangitis. The humeral group of lymph nodes is usually affected first, and red, warm, tender streaks are visible in the skin of the upper limb. Infection of the pectoral region and the breast, and they are responsible for the metastasis of the breast cancer. Now, how we will remove the axillary lymph nodes. Removal and analysis of the axillary lymph nodes is often a vital tool for the staging of breast cancer. Interruption of lymphatic rays from the upper limb can result in lymphedema, and during this procedure there is also a risk of damage to either of the long thoracic nerve or the thoracodorsal nerve. Now there is the assessment questions. These are explain lymphatic drainage of the upper limb, and you have to answer this question in very explanatory way. And again explain clinical pathology of the lymphatics that present in our upper limb. So what would be happen if there is any clinical pathology of lymphatics that present in upper limb? So you have to answer of these questions. Thank you so much.